guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. In case you're new here, if you are, you should go ahead and subscribe to be notified when I upload new videos. This video is on the ColourPop foundation. We are also going to be talking about the ColourPop loose powder. I've tried all these things and I've been using them for a while, so I can give you a little bit of a review. The way I format these types of videos, I'm just going to tell you about the product first, then we'll try it on, then we'll get to my thoughts at the very end. First, we are going to go through the foundation. This is the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. I got shades Fair 20 and Fair 30. I'll go more into my specific shades later and we'll talk about those a little more, and I'll also go over a few other foundations which I'm in the shade of in case you guys want to order. So first things first, it does come in a cardboard box packaging. It is like a little bit of soft touch. It's not super cardboardy. Then you open it, and this is the bottle. It is very, very tiny. In comparison, this is the L'Oreal Pro Glow, this is ColourPop, this is Wet n Wild, and this is one of the Sephora brand foundations. This is made out of glass. It does have a white pump, which does lock, by the way. The pump does lock, which I appreciate. Foundation retails for $12 USD. It has 0.85 fluid ounces or 25 milliliters, which means the foundation is 48 cents per milliliter, and the average drugstore foundation has 30 milliliters. So in comparison, ColourPop has 25 milliliters, the Pro Glow by L'Oreal has 30, Wet n Wild Photo Focus also has 30, my Sephora one has 25, Fit Me by Maybelline has 30, so for a drugstore foundation, 30 milliliters is pretty standard. So that does mean that this has less foundation than the average drugstore foundation. The foundation line does have 42 shades, which is really good. There are 6 categories, and in each of those categories there are 7 foundations. So we have fair, light, medium, medium dark, dark, and deep dark. As far as the undertones, they kind of have everything. I noticed, I didn't really look at the dark shades too much, I just looked for my shade. I did notice that they were lacking neutral undertones. The foundation is cruelty-free and vegan, which is very, very nice. As far as the claims go, the foundation claims to be oil-free. It claims to have a soft blurring effect on the skin. ColourPop also claims for it to be buildable, full coverage, natural matte finish, smooth. You can build it up or you can have it be sheer. The whole tagline is no filter needed, because that is the name, the No Filter Foundation. They also claim for it to be lightweight and natural. And that is all for the claims of the actual foundation. Now we're going to get into the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. This does retail for $9 and it has 8.5 grams or 0.3 ounces. It is very, very tiny. My brush that I use for powder barely fits in it, and it does fit in it, but then like tapping it off, it's just really hard. It is $1.05 per gram. It comes in 3 shades, translucent, banana, and translucent deep. I did get translucent. I think that this is really, really dark though. Not really, really dark, but dark for me. I'm pretty fair, so I can use this, but it just makes my skin look a little darker, especially under the eyes, which is where I mostly use it. But the powder has pigment to it. It's a yellowy undertone and it's kind of dark for my skin tone, whereas when I look at my NYC powder, it has more of a pinky undertone, but it is white. I do think this is a little dark. If you are lighter than me, we'll get more into my shade later. If you are lighter than me, I would skip out on this unless you're using it specifically for the face and not under the eyes. ColourPop claims for this to be smooth, weightless, no creasing, no flashback, soft focus matte effect, all day wear, no caking, and it is cruelty-free and vegan. We are going to talk more about shades just for reference. The L'Oreal line, the Infallible line, I am the 01 shade. In case you don't know how it works, this is 201. In the matte foundation, which I haven't tried by them actually, I would be 101. The total coverage, I'm 301, which is the lightest shade, which matches me pretty well. When Wild Photo Focus, I am Porcelain. The undertones on this are a little off. In the Sephora foundation, I did grab Light Porcelain, which is 05. Maybelline Fit Me, I have 112. The MAC concealers, I have NW20. I should be using NW15, I think, but I can get away with NW20. As far as these two shades actually go, they look different when you actually like put them right beside each other on the skin, not blended out, but then when you blend them out, they look the exact same. I'm going to just pump it on my face and show you guys the color. This is Fair 20. Ooh. So that's what that looks like. And I'm going to put Fair 30 right beside it. Looks darker. These are the two foundation shades just right out of the bottle. This one is Fair 20, this one's Fair 30. Fair 20 obviously looks a lot lighter, but blended out they do look virtually the same. They do look pretty similar blended out. Obviously these aren't blended completely, but if you look here versus here, they look pretty similar. They don't look too different. So I'm just gonna blend them together, I guess. Why not? So this is the first coat. It does have a satin finish. I wouldn't really say it's a matte finish at all. I would say that it's satin. My skin does look quite glowy when it hits the light, but I'm not sure if I would call it a glowy foundation. It's definitely on the verge of satin and glowy, which you can see. It is also quite a wet foundation. It is very liquidy. Even just touching my face, there's a ton of foundation on my hand. So you do absolutely have to set it. I didn't actually pick up their setting powder. I only picked up the loose one. I am going to go in with another coat just for the sake of this video. So this is coat number 2. This is coat number 2. Again, my face does have a dewy satin type finish. As you can see on the eyes, it's actually already creasing. It is a very tacky foundation. It doesn't dry down, at least not in my experience. It doesn't look bad on the skin. It's also creasing into my fine lines, which I find that it does a lot, even into my smile lines, which, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not a smiler, so I don't, like, that never happens to me. In general, though, I do like the finish. I think that it looks nice. It doesn't look super cakey. It doesn't look like I have a ton of foundation on. It just really, like, it's really wet and it doesn't dry down, which means that it settles into every single line because it's constantly moving around, even when you do set it with a powder. As far as coverage, I would say that for a drugstore foundation, it's fine. It's not full coverage. I would say that it's medium coverage, definitely not full coverage. Maybe even medium light coverage. You can still see a little bit of my redness. It does cover pretty well. I am going to go in with concealer now, using ColourPop No Filter. This is Fair 06. For the rest of my face, I'm using Light 12. Now I am going to go in with the powder and set. I'm going to set my whole face. As I was telling you before, I dip my brush in. There's a lot on my brush, and so tapping it back in here is hard to do because the container is so small without getting it everywhere. This is the type of foundation, if you scratch your face, it'll come off. So we're going to set under the eyes first. Make sure to set the neck as well, because this is the type of foundation to get on all of your clothes. So this is my skin after setting it. It definitely took away some of the luminosity. It is more of a satin finish now, whereas before you could have argued that it was glowy. I have noticed with this foundation and powder, my eyes do crease more so than they normally do, and this powder definitely makes the face look a little cakey. So the eyes are even still creasing. Under here is creasing. Forehead is creasing. Smile lines are creasing. Everywhere is creasing, with this foundation. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and then I'll be back to tell you about my thoughts. So I am back. I finished all of my makeup. If you can see the foundation stain, please ignore it. Spilled foundation on myself. Thank you. I still notice creasing. There's quite a bit of creasing. I will zoom you guys in. Close up of my skin. You can definitely see creasing. You can see creasing under the eyes, on the eyes. You can see the creasing here. Great. Actually went and filmed a different video for like 50 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. I had to keep like resetting my forehead because it kept creasing. Under my eyes is creasing as well, but I haven't really been too concerned with that because my mascara is covering it. And then you can see a bit of shadowing in my smile lines as well, which is weird considering I'm not very expressive and I don't really smile too much. The foundation in general looks nice. It's not, I wouldn't say that it's super buildable. The more you build it, the worse it looks, the more cakey it gets. It does crease, even my eyes, you can see that it's like creasing a lot. The finish I would say is more of a satin, even glowy finish depending on if you do set it. It is a really tacky foundation. I've set it and even just touching my face there's foundation on my hand. Soft blurring, I would not say that it blurs my face. I feel like that's kind of an outrageous claim, to be honest. I do agree that it does look natural. It does look lightweight as well. In general, I do like this foundation, but it's not revolutionary. It's not something that I've never tried before. I have other foundations in my collection that I like better. I have ones that I like worse. It's not something that if I run out of this foundation, am I going to go on ColourPop and make a purchase solely to buy this? Hell no. But if I'm out of this foundation and I'm ordering other things from ColourPop and I need to spend $10 more to get free shipping, would I pick up another one of these? Yeah, I would. So in general, I don't think it's needed. I don't think you need this foundation. It's not bad. It especially kind of isn't worth it if you don't live in America. If you live in America and you use USD and you're getting free shipping, then it would probably be worth it for you. But Canadian, I have to convert everything to Canadian dollars, have to pay customs sometimes, and then shipping if I'm paying shipping. This ends up costing like $20, and at that point I should just go buy a drugstore foundation. Maybe I can get 2 drugstore foundations, or I can spend $10 more and get a MAC foundation. I don't think it's great. Pick it up if you want to pick it up, but not as, like, don't run out to go get it. Not that you can, because ColourPop's an online store. That's that for the foundation. As far as the powder, I would say that the powder looks cakey. I don't think that this looks smooth on the skin. It 100% looks cakey on the skin. I would say 100% skip the setting powder unless you have a deeper skin tone and you want to get the deep one, because not a lot of brands have deeper translucent setting powders. Normally they only have lighter ones. Also, absolutely skip it if you are light like me or whiter. So yeah, that's that. I have worn these foundation a few times. As far as how it wears, it's fine. It's not crazy good. It's not crazy bad. It works. It's average. Like, it's very average. It's not great. It's not bad. That's how I would describe it. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, oh my god, stain. If you liked it, leave a like. Also subscribe to be notified when I upload new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.